Being the superintendent of schools for Bibb County, obviously we're here for the purpose of educating our students. And I've always believed that, our first priority as educators, from teachers, support personnel, the superintendent, bus drivers, always the safety of our students first and foremost is always a priority. Like everything else, funding, money seems to be always an issue of what you have, what you need, what you have, what you can afford. But certainly, we want our students and our employees safe. And then after our students are safe, obviously the education, the academic growth, the academic progress can always be improved. We're not setting the standard for the state when it comes to our assessment scores. We're certainly not the lowest in the state, but we aren't complacent. We can't be complacent. There's certainly room for improvement. But after the safety of our students, academic progress certainly is our next priority. And along with safety and academic progress, certainly the condition of our facilities feeds into that directly. Just about to put the finishing touches on some new athletic facility dugouts at West Blockton High School, restrooms, a restroom addition, public restroom addition, and added room on the Bibb County High School baseball field house and restrooms. Those are things that people probably can see that are going on. Another thing that we've started and about to get moving on a little more earnestly is our school-based health clinics. That's something that we started in partnership with Haba Medical, providing nurse practitioners and doctors to provide medical services for our students, in addition to what our really good school nurses are doing. Since the first of the year, our Haba Medical people have been roving from school to school, but we're anxious to get the actual in-building health clinics up and running. So those are some things that are going on right now. As we speak, our CSFO is speaking with some people on the status of the old Bibb County High School. Well, that's certainly, for years now, that's been a structure that the public was always told from the beginning that building would be torn down, and it has not been yet. And I'd really like to see that done here within the next year, if not sooner.
Right.
So, for people like me that went to school there, it's always sad maybe to see something go. I watched this old junior high building burn down one afternoon, and that was a sad day, but
Right.
I don't think anybody's going to be too broken up over the demo of the old high school. It certainly has served its time, and that's something we're actively working on getting addressed. And
Right.
it is something that going back, several superintendents before me had promised that with the new construction of a new high school, that building would come down, and it's time. On top of that, we're working on HVAC replacements, in particular at West Blockton Elementary and Woodstock Elementary. We've got some rooftop units that we're in the process of. This is really dragged on for too long, but we're in the process of getting rooftop units at the two elementary schools in the north end replaced. Should have already been done, but sometimes the wheels of the architects and engineers and the building commission just don't seem to cooperate with the speed that we'd like. So at the end of our 5-year capital plan, we hope to be looking at potentially a new high school in the north end of the county. Obviously, money will be a factor in that. We certainly don't have the means right now to build, but we're hoping to start getting ready, or getting things ready that we could possibly do that.
Is the sales
Financially.
tax that was passed, I think in 2010, still
Like
there?
2008, it is. It was 20-year to fund the construction of not just the new high school, but most of our school campuses back then saw some renovation or additions. Brent School had a major addition. Most of the other schools saw at least large-scale renovations. So that 1 cent is still being collected to pay off the debt of building the new school, high school, and the other additions and renovations.
Economic development is an important topic that comes up a lot today. I think there was an announcement that you attended in the north end of the county about a partnership between the Career Center and
Lawson
State
Right.
That had to do with workforce development. Does the Bibb County school system feel like that there's a role that the school system has to play in the economic development of everything that's going on in Bibb County and helping Bibb County to attract the industry and jobs to Bibb County? What role do you think the school system has in that?
Well, Mike, first of all, our local county commission has done a great job in getting, we know Moeller Tech and now Mercedes. Moeller Tech's up and running. Mercedes expansion into Bibb County is, the building and construction's going on there. Great job in getting that. Certainly our part as the Bibb County Board of Education is to continue to provide a strong workforce for those companies. The better schools that we can have here in Bibb County, the better education, the better quality education, the more we raise our scores. Certainly that impacts movement and construction and building in our county. We have not seen a lot of new subdivision home constructions or things like that, but certainly our part as the Board of Education and the school system is to make our schools better and make them attractive for people, wanting to move in and be located in Bibb County and go to our schools and work in nearby industry, whether it's the northern end of our county or on into the Vance area. That's where a lot of the jobs are. So the stronger we can make our own school system, the more attractive Bibb County becomes. I know you and I have probably talked with other people about maybe the lack of restaurants in Bibb County, hotels, other retail. Well, with the industry and with the strength of our school system, if we can improve our scores and improve our product and facilities, I can't help but feel that that's going to make Bibb County more attractive to future businesses, service providers, and home builders. There just hasn't been a whole lot of home construction in Bibb County over the years, and I think we can if we can improve our school system, we might see some of that happen. One of the things that we talked about this morning that was mentioned briefly at the Career Academy with the agreement with Lawson State is the Ready to Work program. We have partnered recently over the past year with Shelton State Community College, and we actually have a couple of teachers this past summer that went and attended Shelton over the course of several weeks in the summer to become certified as Ready to Work instructors. We're actually starting next month at Bibb County High School a Ready to Work program for our students. Up until this point, the Ready to Work program that Shelton has provided in our county, we've provided meetings at West Blockton High School to draw in graduates, people that, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50-year-olds to come in that had an interest in working either at Molar Tech or some other areas. What we're going to start this next semester at Bibb County High School and at the Career Academy is actually offering the Ready to Work curriculum to our high school students. It's a little bit of what Lawson is doing, and part of their agreement at the Career Academy is offering Ready to Work for adults.
Right.
We're actually trying to, well, not trying, we will be putting that into our high school curriculum program at Bibb County High School this next semester. The word soft skills gets bandied about a lot when it comes to workforce development,
Right.
but it's really hammering on not just, soft skills to prepare our students for work, but, the hope and plan is to bring different industry clusters into the classroom at Bibb County and at the Career Academy and have people from Mercedes, people from Bros, people from Molar Tech come into Bibb County and speak to those students and form a relationship with that student so that it's more than just graduating a student that has a ready to work credential, but some of these industries coming in and already having a relationship with students saying, we're going to hire you when you get out of school.
On a different note, I know you have a partnership you mentioned with Cahaba Medical on the school board, school-based health
School-based health clinic.
health clinic.
Right.
But I know that expands out into some advanced placement initiatives or some advanced educational opportunities for some of the students, the AP students. I don't know exactly how that works. But
Okay, well-
I know that you've got some kind of educational relationship.
Well, with Cahaba Medical,
Okay.
first of all, the school-based health clinic really does not, that's not part of any educational program with our students. That is Cahaba Medical supplying a doctor or nurse practitioner in the schools where students who normally, Mike, we have a lot of students who, for one reason or another, they never get to a doctor. And these health clinics provides, it's just a win-win situation. And we've already heard very positive feedback from our parents. You got a student that our school nurse thinks may have strep throat. That student can go into the health clinic and be tested, and by the time the parent gets there to pick them up because they're sick, be given a prescription to run by, and they don't even have to go to the doctor to handle that. Now, another thing Cahaba Medical is doing in partnership with Bibb County Schools, first of all, Dr. Waits has been teaching, co-teaching AP biology course at Bibb County High School. He's been doing that. That's another thing that Dr. Waits has done. And one other thing, agreement that we have with the Cahaba Medical that has really been good for our student athletes is Cahaba Medical's providing athletic trainers, one for each high school. So we're now covered at both high schools with an athletic trainer for all of our afternoon practices and games.
Well, listen, I've taken a lot of your time and I appreciate it. I won't ask any more questions, but if there's something on your mind that you would like to wrap this up with, that you want people to hear about the schools that I didn't ask about, now's the time to put it in.
Well, I do want to say, the people elect a good school board. We have a good school board. really appreciate the support that our school board has and their concern for the safety of the students and the academic progress of the students, safety of the students and employees. I always say students, but we want to know with our employees as well, the academic process and facilities, making sure that we have, good facilities. So I'd like for our public to know that, you've done very well with, selecting these board members. They're good board members. The last 4 years here for me, here at the central office, there's probably been a lot more change or turnover than we've seen. The board has done well with, working with me and the staff here of, replacing all of those people. So that's been a little bit of a challenge, but we do have a good central office staff here. They're a pleasure to work with. So I'm hoping for a little stability there over the next 4 years. Thank goodness, Dr. Judd and Dr. Gray are still here. Pretty much everybody else that was in this building when I came in is retired and gone. So that's been good. But we've replaced those people with some equally strong professionals, and I'm looking for a little more stability over these next 4 years at the central office.